Picking a niche. So when I first started a marketing agency, I was kind of a jack of all trades. I'd take any client on, I'd help anyone. But this is where I ran into problems. So why do you actually need to pick a niche? So many people think if you pick a niche, you're limiting your market. If you can help any business or any person, you've got a massive market, which is true. But then there's a saying, a jack of all trades and a master of none. And that's what you become. You become someone that can slightly help everyone rather than change the life of a couple of people. And by picking one niche, you can grow to understand them better. You understand their pain points and dream outcomes better. Therefore, you can create a better pitch and offer to them. It's not this broad offer. You know exactly what their pain points are. You know exactly what their dream outcome is. So in the offer and in the pitch, you can mention this and then they're like, wow, this product is designed for me. This is perfect for me. And that increases your appointment booking rate and also your close rate. You can close them easier on sales calls because you know their pain points. You know how they speak. You know what their problems they're facing in their life. If it's a business, they might not have time because they've got a family, and you know that because you know your niche. So the more you delve into the niche, the deeper your understanding, the deeper problem you can solve, and then the more you can charge for it. And you know how to solve the problems as the same problems keep popping up. When I had different clients in different industries, it's just chaos. There's just problems that you don't know about. It's creating content in loads of different industries where you don't know how to connect with their consumer. And you're just getting these random problems. Whereas if you pick one niche, after a year, 2 years, you've probably dealt with every problem that can come up. The same stuff will keep coming up, and that saves you a lot of time and also retention. Like, it helps you keep the client on. You save time and energy because with a niche, you only need one offer, one call to action, one contract, one website, one Calendly link, one outreach script, one Loon script, one email account, one sales script, one set of systems, one price, one Stripe link, and one onboarding process. Now imagine if you had 10 niches. It would be carnage. You need 10 of all these. And even more probably because there'll be little intricacies within each niche. So you just spend all your time with different products because you need different products to deal with the different niches as well. It would honestly, and through my experience, it does cause chaos. You can't have a business you can actually scale. And the whole goal is we want to travel the world. We want an online income so we have that freedom. And even earning 3 to 10k a month with random niches, it takes up a lot of your time. Whereas if you can pick a niche, do 3 to 10k a month, like with my clients, I don't spend more than 10, 15 hours per week actually managing them. Pricing. As I mentioned before, the bigger the problem and quicker you can solve it, the more you can charge. And the deeper you go into one niche's problems, you can solve a bigger problem in a more efficient manner, and you'll then be able to charge them a lot more. And then that's a lot better than just surface level problems for different niches. A man that chases 2 rabbits catches neither. So you may think that a bigger market and a wider you cast your net, the more success you'll have. But you want an efficient business you can enjoy. You don't need 5 billion people to target. As I show here, you need 50 clients at 2k a month and you'll get 1.2 mil a year. And pretty much every niche in the world will have 50 people. And you don't need all this massive audience because then you don't know who to target. So that's why you need a niche. But how do you select one? How do you pick a niche? So the best niche is the one you'll stick to. So for me, I went health and wellness because I enjoy it. I find it interesting. I love biohacking. I love ice bath saunas. So naturally, I wanted to learn more. And every time you switch a niche, you go back to zero. Obviously, if you really don't enjoy it, you can switch. But you don't want to get caught with shiny object syndrome, both in your product and your niche. A lot of people will be like, start a marketing agency, and they're like, oh, dropshipping, that's now the big thing. Every time you start something new, you start from zero. You just need to build the knowledge. And if you answer these questions and You want all these to be yes, and then you want at least like 70-75% of these ones to be yes, and then it means you've got a good niche. So, does the niche need the product or service you are selling? Because if they don't, you can't sell it. Like dentistry niche probably doesn't need podcast editors, or might do very rarely, but like it wouldn't be a big market. Is the niche a growing market? You don't want to be working in like the newspaper industry or for someone like Blockbusters where Netflix is taking over, because it's a declining industry and you're just fighting against the tide. Does the niche have capital to invest in high ticket products? For example, uni students don't have a lot of money. You want to be selling high ticket. It is a lot easier. You don't have to, but in my experience, it is a lot easier. And then you only need to handle 1 to 2 clients to get that 3K per month. So all of those need to be a yes. Then most of these need to be a yes. You can have some where there is a way around it. So do you have an interest in the niche? That's self-explanatory. Are there tens of thousands of people in the niche? Because you will be sending a lot of outreach. So is there thousands and thousands, around like 30, 40,000 people in the niche at least to outreach to? Does a niche have limited variables? So you want a niche where it's similar problems, like one product, one offer, one funnel. You don't want to cause this chaos. Can you easily find and contact the niche? And this is kind of linked. Is it easy to directly contact the decision maker? For example, someone like dentists have a receptionist who will filter through all their outreach, so it'll be a lot harder to contact them. So you want them to be easy to contact, essentially. Do you have some understanding of the niche, or could you learn this? So for me, I had some knowledge of health and wellness in terms of I've used the products. Would I say I was an expert when I started? No, not at all. But I was willing to learn it because I was interested in it. And finally, does your niche use social media? This obviously helps when you're focusing more on inbound, and you could do a lot, some outbound with it, depending on your niche. So for example, if you're an online PT, you probably do a lot of outbound through DMs. But yeah, do they use social media? Because this can help. But that's most people, really. Now that you've answered the questions and learned about your niche, you want to understand them. What are their pain points? What are their dream outcomes? Then this knowledge will compound over time, and you want to speed up this process, mainly through sales calls. And you want to record these. I'll show you later on, but you want to record these and then answer the questions of understanding their pain points, dream outcomes, what do they keep mentioning, why did they come on the call, what problems are they dealing with. And this really speed runs like understanding your niche. For example, like me, I've done a lot of calls in the health and wellness industry. I know their pain points, the same ones keep cropping up. I know their dream outcomes, they keep cropping up. So that now with my offer, when I'm trying to close them with my pitch, I can use that against them essentially. And also there's some community groups, Facebook groups, etc. So the deeper you know your niche, the more money you can earn, and also the easier business to run. So the best niche is the one you stick to. Keep learning about your niche, and client avatar document is in the description. So answer all the questions in that document. It will tell you, I think it's around 20-30 questions where you really write about their life, their business, their interest, who they are, and then you can use that in the pitch later on.